Good morning, my dear students. A warm welcome for today's business regulations class. So, as the says quoting goes, your attitude and perspective will determine the directions you want to go. So, this is very clear because when you talk about attitude, it's our behavior. If we think positively, we can achieve. See, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಂತಾರೆ think positive ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. That really it matters a lot because whatever you think, our mind will work on it. If we keep thinking that yes, I have to do it, we will do it at any cost. But when we think or when we keep on thinking negatively that we cannot do it at all. And anything for that matter, what you think, yes, I can, a perspective also, it matters a lot. Whatever you do, yes, there is a use of it. ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನೇ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೇನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೇ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. When your attitude and perception, you are not having any positive aspects over there, then even your way of direction, your path will not be up to the mark. So when you think positively, when you think nothing is impossible, then exactly you will reach your destination or where exactly you wanted to go. That is your target. So with this quote, let us start with today's class. In today's class, we will be doing the revision because in the last class we have completed with the patent law. So in today's class, with the 5th chapter, we will be doing with the revision of FEMA and patent law. So here, when you check out with the topics, what and all we have covered in both the chapters, both the units, that is with the 5th chapter, economic law. Here we discussed with the FEMA 1999. And we discussed the introduction, scope, features, definitions, offences and penalties, difference with FERA and FEMA. How first it was called as Regulation Act and then how it became Management Act, and what was there in FERA and what is now what's the changes which is done in the FEMA. All those things in detail we discussed in the this particular concept called FEMA 1999. Here in this particular economic law chapter, we had two concepts. Second concept is patent law. And both the concept is very important. Here in patent law, in detail, we discussed with the introduction, theory, concept, features, types of patent irbodu. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ನ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. See here, procedure to apply for patent till the grant of patent. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ರಿನಿವಲ್ ಫೀಸಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ರೆವೋಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಫೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೆನಾಲಿಟಿ. ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ second point, that is with the patent law 1970. Now I'll tell you all what are the questions which will be highlighted or which can be expected from these two concepts. ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, what do you mean by invention? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. And what is foreign exchange under FEMA Act? What is FEMA? What is patent? State the meaning of foreign exchange. ಇಲ್ಲಿ foreign exchange ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. I am just giving an example here. Not only foreign exchange, any definitions can be asked over there. Two objectives of FEMA. They mention any two advantages of obtaining a patent right. So all these things you can expect for section A. Write the objectives of FEMA. Section B. Explain the provision related to revocation of patents. Explain the provisions relating to offences and penalties for contravention under FEMA. Who can apply for a patent? Explain the procedure for registration of patent. So these are the questions which you can expect from these two concepts. Okay, like I have just given few questions, but please be thorough with all the information what we have discussed. Almost it is covered over here. So in this type of things you can expect with the concept from FEMA and patent law. Okay, so with this, my dear students, we have completed business regulations. When online only we have almost like with such a difficulty we have covered. We have completed the business regulations syllabus. So when you check out with the business regulations, from tomorrow again in the next classes I will be continuing with the first chapter. So if you observe all the 5 chapters, we have only 5 chapters in business regulations. We have covered all the 5 chapters with the revision of each and every chapter. So next I'll be giving you all the important like previous year question papers, everything, all the consolidated file I'll forward to you all. Please make sure you all get prepared with this. So when it comes with, I'll just brush on with all the 5 chapters now. In the first chapter, with that is unit number 1, Introduction to business law. There we discussed with introduction, objectives, the need of law, the nature of law, meaning and definitions of business law, scope of business law, sources of business law. So that is again very important. There you can concentrate for section A and B. Coming with the second unit, contract law. I think everyone are thorough with the contract law. It is very important concept. Majority questions comes from that particular chapter because we have n number of concepts there. When you check out with the second chapter, we started with the definition of contract, essentials of contract, types of contract. In that types only we have discussed all the types over there. Acceptance, essentials of valid acceptance, consideration, again essentials of consideration, capacity of parties, free consent, legality of object, discharge, remedies for breach of contract. That was with the first concept in the second unit. The second concept in the second unit is Indian Sales of Goods Act. Indian Sale of Goods Act 1930. There we discussed with the buyer the rights and duties of the buyer and seller, warranty, condition, rights of unpaid seller. All those things we discussed in the second unit. In the third unit, competition and consumer law. There we discussed with the Competition Act 2002, the scope and objectives, offences, penalties, Competition Commission of India. Second concept, Consumer Protection Act 1986. There with all the important concept, that is the forums, district, national and the state. That is very important. Again with the fourth unit, environmental law. There we discussed with the meaning of environment, pollutants, types of pollutions, remedies and powers of the central government. That also is very important. Duties of environmental analyst. And with the fifth unit, this particular unit, that is with the economic law. So with this, we have successfully completed the syllabus of business regulations. Next class, only the revision classes will go on. And before me taking the revision classes, I will be conducting the test of each chapter. So make sure, please be thorough with the concepts. So in advance, I'll inform you all when the test will be conducted, unit wise, concept wise, the test will be conducted. I want you all to be thorough with that. Okay. So with this, I'll be ending today's session. So thank you. Have a nice day. Very shortly, we will be meeting in offline class. Thank you.